Little Miss Recap contains adult language and is intended for entertainment purposes only. Hi everyone, welcome to Little Miss Recap, where we take our dearly departed out onto the street, march them around, and scream things at people. I mean, this was something.
Yeah.
Guys,
Yeah.
I'm Amy Archer. I am here with backdoor friend Christine. Hi.
Hello.
You're doing research over there. I see you.
I am. I'm pulling up the family tree just in case I forget names or anything.
Guys, we're here today continuing our Hot D or House of the Dragon conversation. I have to tell you that I'm rewatching season 1 in parallel to watching season 2, which might not be a good idea. When Daemon comes back from the Stepstones after having kicked ass himself, remember he goes in there like himself?
Yeah.
And he comes back to, I don't know, is it called the Red Keep? I don't know what it is. He comes back there where the throne is, in the throne room.
Yeah.
And he has short hair. And he was so smoking hot in that moment. I was looking at him exactly as Rhaenyra was looking at him. And I texted Amanda and I said, Rhaenyra looks at her uncle the way I've looked at every English professor I ever had when I was in college. Like she's hungry and he has some kind of food she needs. That's how she's looking at him. But again, I must, disclaimer, I do not agree with his decision to kill children. Just putting that out there.
Yeah.
Right.
That's good. Yeah.
But he's smoking hot. But I had forgotten all about the storyline of her going to the den of inequity with him and them making out, and then she gets the potion delivered and Alicent realizes she I forgot all of that. So it was really interesting to go back. Yeah, it's been 18 months.
Yeah.
So you had some news to share about a spinoff. What do you got?
So I found out last night, after we talked about there maybe not being any spinoffs, that there actually is a spinoff coming called A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. It's based on 3 novellas called, here it is. The Hedge Knight, The Sworn Sword, and The Mystery Knight. And so these are shorter novels.
Yeah.
And they have to do with a hedge knight called Sir Duncan the Tall and his squire Aegon the Fifth or V Targaryen. I'm not sure here. And it's called Dunk and Egg. So this takes place 90 years before Game of Thrones.
Okay.
It's coming next year, supposedly.
Okay, so I'm wondering if we're going to see the Mad King. He would have only been maybe 30 or 40 years before Daenerys, right? No, he was her father. So it would only be like 10 or 20. Yeah.
So this is before him even.
Yeah.
So I think there's going to be more to come. I don't think HBO is going to let this.
No, and they shouldn't. But that's
no.
the story we need. Like, how often during Game of Thrones did we hear about this crazy Mad King? Mm-hmm. I need to hear you can't float that possibility out and not give me the details. I need to know about the king who went crazy and murdered everybody. I need to know about this.
I also looked and I found this out because I was looking into, when is George R.R. Martin possibly maybe finishing the next book? Because there's 2 more books left for Game of Thrones. And the next one he's been rewriting it for 13 or 14 years now.
Yeah, wow. I hear that.
He's 75.
Mm-hmm.
So they're saying it's going to be about 1,000 pages or more.
Wow.
Yeah. The Winds of Winter. And
so is that going to capture what happened? Because the Double D's wrote the ending of Game of Thrones. So is that is he taking a page out of their book? No pun intended.
We don't know. Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure if he gave them any hints.
I want to say that I read that he did.
Yeah, maybe. But I don't know. I don't know how this is going to work out.
We don't know. Guys, again, this is a no facts podcast. If you want to know things about this universe, again, listen to the other podcasts we've recommended. Even our friend Axel has a great one. Mm-hmm. You're just going to get, the reactions here. We're just going to talk about it as we see it on the screen. All right.
Yeah.
Are you ready to go down to Westeros?
Yes.
Can I ask you a dumb question?
Mhm.
Where is Westeros? Like, is it a different planet? Is it
I
Earth?
looked
And
at
if it's a different
this.
planet, like, where?
I think it just represents um I mean, it's definitely not Earth, but it is like a representation of Earth. I think it's like we saw in Game of Thrones. Dorne was kind of like Spain is what I got from it.
Okay.
Westeros represents, I think, of course, the England. The North is the northern England part. I looked this up actually recently because I was curious too, and beyond the wall is technically like Scotland. So it
Mm,
does represent a lot of that region.
yeah.
Um, but I think it takes from various historical events that happen in Europe way back,
Okay. Okay. So
So
it's like a
it can
Middle
get
Earth situation.
kind of, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know what that means. Um, did you happen to watch The Last Kingdom with Uhtred,
Mm,
son of Uhtred?
no.
If you like Game of Thrones, guys, you need to watch The Last Kingdom. First of all, Uhtred, son of Uhtred, is smoking hot. And second of all, there's like 7 seasons and it's very based in British history
Hmm.
and Scottish history, but it's also, it also scratches this itch a little bit. The Game of
Hmm.
Thrones stuff because you have different houses vying for power. It's very good. I
Oh,
liked
that's
it.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's called The Last Kingdom. It's on Netflix. There's like
Oh,
7
cool.
seasons. Yeah. Very
Okay.
good. At one point they age Uhtred, right? He's a young boy in the beginning and
Hmm.
they do it in a really cool way. He like jumps into a lake and then he comes up as an adult. And I think everybody in the world just went, whoa, whoa. Like he comes out of that water, he's hot. All of a sudden you're like, whoa, what happened to that kid? I wish there was a lake like that around here that I could just jump in and come out all hot and stuff. That would be
And younger, and yeah.
I might go into a lake at that. If it promised that, I might actually go into a lake. I'm not sure. All right. So we're going to start. This is House of the Dragon, Hot D,
Hmm.
Season 2, Episode 2, Rhaenyra the Cruel. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
So we're going to start at the Red Keep. We open, it's the aftermath of Jaharis's death, and the Red Keep is in total chaos. People are running
Hmm.
around, screaming. There's random dogs barking, which thanks for that. My dog was going bananas. Do you have any dogs or cats?
I have 2 kittens.
What are their
Yeah.
names?
Charlotte and Bridget.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute. I love the name Charlotte. Bridget's okay, but I love the name Charlotte. So they're searching for the murderers, and Aegon is freaking the fuck out. He's just
Yeah.
smashing shit. He's smashing Viserys's little sand thing
His
that he
little
made.
Lego set.
Yeah, he was working on for like 30,000 years.
Years. Yeah.
He's screaming, I'll kill them all. I declare war, which, like you sent me the meme, is very similar to Michael Scott declaring bankruptcy. I declare bankruptcy. So Aemond, meanwhile, is starting to put this all together. Like
Yeah.
sees the passageway in which they came and left. He understands in this moment, I think. We get verification later, but he understands, I think, in that moment that they came looking for him.
They were coming for him. Hmm.
Which he wears as a weird badge of honor. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So Otto and Alicent are talking, and she's very upset, and she's very heartbroken for Sister Wife, her daughter.
Yes.
And Otto assures her, like, they will pay for this, and she's worried. So we have this thread throughout the episode of her really wanting to confess her sins.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
she's like, I'm worried that they're punishing me, that the gods are punishing me for something, for some sin, but she won't say what it is. And Otto's like, I got this. I'm going to spin this. I'm going to make this work for us.
Mhm.
Everybody needs a dude like Otto. I hate him, but everybody needs a dude like him in their life that knows how
He
to
was-
spin things.
He was great in this episode. This was a Otto heavy episode, and it was great. The acting is just, it's on point. It's great.
I agree. And as we'll see later, I think he
Mhm.
sometimes is the only adult in the room.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
So at Small Council, Aegon is still smashing shit. I mean, he is.
Mhm.
Now, do you think he's pissed off because his ego is wounded, or do you think he loved his kid this much, or both?
Um, this felt like, to me, this scene, it felt like love.
Mm,
To me, it felt like he was he really loved this kid, and I feel like, because he brought, like you saw in the first episode, he brought him to the council. He seemed very amused by him.
yeah,
It seemed like that was his favorite child almost. Maybe there was, of course, he's very angry with Rhaenyra.
yeah,
Um, even though it wasn't Rhaenyra, as we know, but um, I do think there was love there, because he's a wreck. I mean, he this is how I would act. I mean,
yeah.
if my
Oh
child
yeah,
was
oh yeah. This. I'm just again. Last episode we talked about like how Game of Thrones was the adults' time to play the games, and
Mhm.
this is the kids, and I can't imagine a fate worse than this.
Yeah.
So seeing him react, like this is where I actually had empathy for him and I felt bad for
Mhm.
him. But I do think
Yeah.
some of it is, a little bit of, I mean, he calls her the smug cunt of Dragonstone, which if you
Yeah.
know me, I don't say that word. Even typing it out, I was like, I hate that word. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Um, so he calls out Sir Kristen Cole. He's like, "Where the fuck were you, dude? What's going on?" And Cole says, "I was in bed. No further details given." Hmm.
Mm.
So Laris comes in at this point and he's like, I have some information. We found someone, a gold cloak, fleeing the guards with the child's head in a sack. Ugh.
Yeah.
And Aegon wants to kill him right away. I want to kill him.
Right away.
But
Yeah.
Otto's like, hold on. And everybody at small council is kind of like, dude, you need to get information out of him. And let me tell you
Yeah.
something, this gold cloak, we'll get to it later, but he just gives up that information. And I always say that would be me being tortured. I'd be like,
Yes.
I'll tell you all the secrets.
100%.
Yeah, 100%. I'm not, first of all, my closed captioning, because I always watch this with closed captioning, said torture tools like make a noise of some kind. I forget what the exact phrase was. And I was like, nope, I'm out. I'll tell you everything you want to know. So Otto hatches a plan. He says, look, guys, we can use this. Aegon says he will not be seen as weak and smashes more shit. But Otto says, you're already weak. And then
Yeah.
he says something, I forget exactly what he says, and I didn't write it down, but something like a dragon escaped. Like a couple things have happened. Do you remember what he says?
I don't remember the exact words, no.
But he says something like somebody's dead and a dragon escapes, and like all these things have been happening since you've taken the crown, and it's
Right.
bad. It's not good.
Mhm.
So he says, what we're going to do is we're going to use this event to name Rhaenyra a monster. We're going to take this funeral
Right.
to the streets and we're going to let
Yeah.
people look upon what she has done.
He's all in the PR here.
He really
Political PR. Mhm. Yeah.
And Aegon doesn't want his son's body dragged through the streets like a dead dog, but Otto says, this is an honor. We're going to have him heralded through the streets and taken to
Yeah.
the dragon pit where he will be burned like a Targaryen. And he's like, dude, he's my grandson too, don't forget. So, I'm
Mm.
mourning with you. Now, what do you
Yeah.
think of Otto's plan? Do you think it's a good one?
Yes, it is. His plan is good, but of course, it's the human side here is lacking. The
Yeah.
empathy. He is just immediately thinking about how can we gain ground here with this death of my grandchild. That's pretty heartless. I'm
Grand
sorry. Wait,
Squire. His Grand
this is
Squire.
his this
It
is
would be
his
his great grand squire,
great
actually.
grand.
Yes,
That's right,
yes.
his great
But he does
grandchild.
say my grandson, but it is his great grandson.
It's his great grandson, right?
Could you
So,
imagine being like 45 and having a great grandchild? But when you think about it, what are the alternatives? Just start launching a fucking war on these people?
right, right. This is where you really see the challenge of being a royal in this
Yeah.
setting.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
This is the challenge that they're met with. This is almost like they have to do this, and he understands that.
Yeah, but Aegon, the
No,
12-year-old trapped
no,
in a 17-year-old's body, doesn't
no,
understand.
he doesn't.
Alicent is not in love with the plan, but she's like, it kind of makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Otto says riding behind the carriage is going to be the queen and the queen dowager. And Aegon's like, and I'm going too. And Otto says, no, you're not. Boys can't cry. What are you talking about? What if you're out there crying, showing emotion? So Alicent gets Helena on board, and in doing so, she also tries to shore up her silence. Because don't forget, Helena saw them.
Right. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. And this could really, I mean, this could end Kristen Cole's life.
Yeah, do you know I forgot that in season 1, Rhaenyra was hooking up with Kristen Cole?
You forgot that?
I forgot it. I mean, this dude has been all over this castle. It's wild.
Oh, yeah.
So now we see blood in. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm jumping ahead. We see the funeral. Let's talk about this funeral.
Oh, yeah.
This reminded me, and then I realized it's the same setting of the shame when they march Cersei through the streets, but it's the same place. It's King's Landing.
Same place. Oh, yeah.
So this funeral is going through, and they hit a rock.
A pothole, yes.
And I was not the only person who thought this head was going to come off again. And I'm telling you, the director made us feel that way because the wagon wheel is
intentional.
Even my husband was screaming because in the pothole was a rock. That was what was happening. And my husband's going, just move the rock. Just move the rock. Because they're like trying to rock. They're trying to shake it back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not working. And the head, you see the stitching and it's just kind of, and we're all like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
They're not going to do this, are they?
I mean, you can never put it past them. That's one thing I love about this show. It can be so deep and so rich, but yet so depraved at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
So we see Helena and she becomes completely overwhelmed. And you see the sounds and the people. And it's like they just captured this perfectly.
I think as especially as a mother, and you put yourself in someone's shoes like that, and whether it's a fantasy world or not, if your child was literally murdered in front of you, and on top of it, she does have this like sensitivity and seems to be more of an introvert as well. So to be on public display, and then have this horde of people, feeling sympathy for her, but it's too much. The emotions, it's just overwhelming. You could just see it. She's having a panic attack.
Yeah,
right there.
She's having a panic attack. And thank God her mother-in-law also happens to be her mother and is a source of comfort and is like able to kind of, bring her back into her body in that moment.
Yeah.
So now we see blood in captivity. And like I said, he just spills everything immediately. He's like,
immediately.
It was Daemon in the library with the candlestick. Like he just gives everything away right away.
Yep.
And he says, I was with the rat catcher employed by the household, but I forget his name. I don't know who he is. And now we see Aegon come in and club him to death. Ugh.
Right.
Yikes. Okay. This is one of the most intense scenes yet is Rhaenyra and Daemon at Dragonstone.
Oh, yeah.
So she's at council. She gets the news and she's adamant that she clear her name of this wrongdoing. She's like, I don't know why they would think I did this. Meantime, Rhaenys is looking at Daemon like, what did you do? What did you do? Like Rhaenys knows he did this. And then all of a sudden you see her looking at him and she's screaming like, I lost my own son. I would never inflict such a thing on Helena of all people, who's like totally innocent. And the council's kind of like, well, you were pretty pissed off. Like you did come in with some bloodlust demanding Aemon Targaryen. Yeah. And Rhaenys is like, okay, everybody sit down, calm down. And then she just looks at Daemon and Daemon looks at Rhaenyra. And we know, she knows, we know. And that's all we need. Okay. Cut to them alone. She is flipping out on them. He says, now I want to ask you if you believe him, because he says he was clear in his instruction and that he never said a son for a son, or he never said to kill a baby. Is he lying?
I don't believe him.
I believe him. It's so interesting because so many times in this genre, especially, we accept that murder and stuff is part of the deal, right?
Hmm.
But characters often have like this moral code that they live by, like they only murder people who deserve it, or whatever. Like Uhtred certainly only murdered people who deserved it. But now I'm like, does he have a moral code?
No.
Like I'm not sure. I need
He
Uncle
is.
Husband to talk about
I
this
feel
more.
like he is just a very hardened warrior. He has bloodlust. He's a fighter. This
Mm.
is not. This is like a soldier. He took an order of. I think the intention was Aemond, but he wanted a son for a son. That's essentially it. And I believe he did imply. Maybe he didn't say it outright. Maybe that's what he meant. Like, I didn't say kill Jaharis.
I
Wink,
didn't
wink.
say kill that innocent child in his crib, but I may have said you better come back here with the head of a
With a
of a
head.
son.
Exactly.
So she presses him. If Aemon was not to be found, what was your instruction? He says nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Then she says, you have weakened me. And he says, I said nothing. And she goes, I don't believe you. And now at long last, I don't trust you. I've never trusted you wholly. Now I see that your heart belongs only to you. And she says to him, like, as a teenager, that was a turn on to me.
Right.
I wanted to fix you. You were a guy who needed fixing. Now I'm an adult. I'm tired. I got stuff to do. I have like 15 kids. I'm running a country. I'm trying to get back on a throne. I
Yep.
don't need your bullshit. She has crossed what I call all middle-aged women cross this bridge.
Yes.
You said you're 40, right? You're almost 40?
I'm almost 40. Yes. And I'm remarried. So
Okay.
this has definitely happened,
So
where
we all
enough.
crossed that bridge where we're like, that's my last fuck I give. Over there on the other side, I'm crossing the bridge to the land of no fucks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Rhaenyra's there. She's there. And so he says, I have served you faithfully. And she's like, have you? Or am I a tool you use to grasp at your stolen inheritance? He gets up and he goes at her.
Oof.
And I'm like, here we go with the
Yeah.
choking. Somebody's going to choke somebody out. This is it.
This was intense to watch. Because you feel that impending violence coming from him.
But you also feel like they're going to bang.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit.
A little bit. Except for the baby killing part. But I think she really struck a nerve there because Daemon, I think that Daemon was rejected by his brother to be next in line, and he placed his daughter, who he's married to, as the heir to the throne, and this really hit him hard. He always seeked the approval of his brother, so now this is just another layer of like anger for him, like something else to be angry about here.
Yeah. He says, when you were crowned, when we chose you, like, did I not put the crown on you yourself? And she's like, dude, you've done a lot of shit and you wanted war when I was like in my pregnancy bed or whatever.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I'm literally raising armies for you. I am on your side here. And she asks him, do you accept me as your queen and ruler? She also tells him he gave away the throne, and she's not wrong. She's like, your behavior, like, because we all know what it meant for Viserys to choose a woman over Daemon.
Yeah.
And it's all his actions and his, he was just so like bloodlusty.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He lost it himself. He gave it away.
And a big thing that she says here is not just do you accept me as the ruler, but as your ruler.
Yeah.
Do you accept me as your ruler? Because it feels almost like he just wants power. He wants to get her back into that throne room. And I don't know. I don't know. This is hard to
No, you're
to dissect.
absolutely right. Like she's saying to him basically like, when I'm queen, I'm also your queen, and you
Correct.
have to accept me. And that might mean that you don't have the power that you think you have over me.
Right. Right.
So she tells him, nope. He says, okay. He says, your father used you, he says to Rhaenyra, because he knew your legacy would never outlive his. He was a fool who sought greatness but shrank from spilling blood to achieve it, and I worry you will suffer the same fate. Is he wrong?
um I guess that depends on whether you believe you need to have a war in order to gain power in Westeros.
Yeah, and I think you do. I think
Yeah.
you do.
Yeah.
Because we saw Alicent and Otto, for as much as I don't like Otto,
Hmm.
they do try to accomplish things through peace.
Yeah.
And that's not working. Like,
It's
their
not.
kids are dying. Their kids are being maimed. Their kids are being harmed. People are dying. Like, it's not working. You almost do need a balance, maybe, of Daemon's kick-assness with Rhaenyra's diplomacy. You can't.
But they put Aegon in power.
Yeah, but they put Aegon. Well, they thought that they could manipulate him.
Correct.
Like they
Yeah.
said, once he gets tired of, like, once he's done with this power trip,
Hmm.
we're going to manipulate the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
So Daemon insists that Jaharis' death was a mistake. She calls him pathetic.
Yeah.
Now, for some reason, that really struck me. And when Timmy and I were watching it, I was like, ugh, that's a bridge too far. And Timmy's like, that's a bridge too far? Her calling him pathetic? There's something about that. Like, there's something about, because you know what it strikes? Like, you know how they always say when couples fight, they should never name call?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
make it an I statement, like, I feel this way when you say this, or whatever.
Yeah.
This took the focus off the action, like what you have done, and became about his character. Like, you're pathetic.
I mean, she's right here, though. I mean, this
How
I
dare you.
think a Daemon stand till the end.
Till the end.
Uncle husband forever.
Mhm, mhm.
I mean, he again, we don't know for sure, but it's probably heavily implied that he implied to kill any son, and there was only one son.
Yeah.
Besides, Aemon there in the bedchambers. And that was, he made her weaker in this sense.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to hurt her politically. He acted, this was just not rational the way this was done. He's way too bloodthirsty.
Yeah, he's a little bloodthirsty. And I'm trying to think now, do we see this as, okay, go with me on this journey.
Yes.
Do we see this as the ultimate romantic gesture? That he was like, no, but seriously, that he was like, I love her so much. I want to to soothe her pain. I'm going to go collect Aemon's head, because that was his intention. Like, how would it have been different if he showed up with Aemon's head? They would have banged right there. They would have banged it out. With Aemon's head watching.
I think the issue here is that the goal is diplomacy, right? That's the ultimate goal. Obviously, we're at war now.
Sure.
But the war has been waged because children have been lost and murdered, essentially.
Yeah.
And this was intentional, because even though Lucerys's death was seen more as an accident, right?
Right.
It was, or at least that's how they're playing it in
Yeah.
the show. It was more of an accident. This was intentional, and it gets tracked back not to Daemon, but Rhaenyra.
Mhm.
So this really hurts her. And I think her calling him pathetic as well is she's lost respect for him. I mean, that's it. This has broken her trust in him.
I feel like once you lose respect, it's done. Like, a
It's
marriage
done.
is done, or a relationship is done when you lose respect.
Mhm.
I can almost remember the exact moment Like, I looked at my ex-husband one day and was like, I don't respect him anymore. That's a
Right.
problem.
Yeah.
And you can't, like, very rarely can you come back from that. I think in
It's very
all
difficult.
relationships.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she doesn't respect him, but I also feel like he could have just got her flowers, you know? Anyway, all right. So she calls him pathetic. He leaves. We see him on Caraxes. Is that his dragon? Heading out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Meanwhile, at the Rhaenyra, very quickly, there's this short scene where she summons Bela and she tells
Hmm.
her to take her dragon, keep an eye on King's Landing, like spy for me from a
Yeah.
distance.
I thought that was interesting. I was like, wow, that seems kind of dangerous, but
And
okay.
why Bela? Like, I felt like there's a reason it's Bela. It's gonna come back, like, because she's Daemon's daughter, right?
I think she has one of the larger dragons too,
Oh,
from what
okay.
I recall.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
So back at the Red Keep, Allison and Kristen Cole are talking, and she's like, "Did you tell anyone about, the P and the V that night?" And he's like, "What do you think I am, a fucking idiot?" And she's like, "No, I think you're somebody who's looking for absolution," which we know she's projecting because she wants absolution.
Right.
And he tells her, "For what I've done, there is no absolution." And then we see her take a sad, sad bath. Second
Yeah.
episode, second time we see her bathing. What's going on with that?
I feel like it's her. It's imagery trying to show how she's trying to cleanse herself of her sins. That's what I'm feeling.
It has like a
here.
Lady Macbeth feel to it, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
out, damn spot.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. With the hands. Yes,
Yep.
I remember.
Hey everyone, stay tuned. Little Miss Recap will be right back after these words. Last episode, we talked about the lack of comforting, and we see Aegon and Helena pass one another on the stairs. Keep in mind, parents who just lost a child and siblings.
Yeah.
And he just looks at her.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, in that moment, does he blame her? Like, is there a part of him that blames her? Is there a part of her that blames him? You know what I mean? I think that would be a natural reaction. If there was, do you watch Welcome to Plattsville?
Yes.
Of course you do. Like, we talked a lot about this, Mary Payne and I did, when we covered that show because of Kim with her accident with her child, right?
Yeah.
And we were saying, like, there is a high divorce rate among parents who lose children.
Mm-hmm.
And I was surprised. Like, we know that Kim blamed herself, which she shouldn't have. It was just a tragic accident. If you don't know the show, guys, trigger warning, Kim had an accident and she hit her son with the car and killed him. And he was like two or three. And this accident really, like, the trauma, the untreated trauma from that accident just shaped that family. And Barry, I feel like now that they're getting divorced, is starting to talk about that time. And I always wondered, like, if he secretly blamed her, which he should not have. Again, he should not have. But I think it's a natural reaction to be like, you let this happen on your watch, or, you know what I mean? I think it's normal, is what I'm saying, for parents to feel, even though it's incorrect, to feel some sort of blame with the other parent.
I also feel like in this case with sister wife and Helena and Aegon, I don't feel any love there, really.
No.
There's no real effect because they're brother and sister.
Is there sibling love? Like, do they love each other just as siblings? Not even.
I don't think even that. Yeah. I think they just have no feelings towards each other, really. It's duty for them. Like, okay, we're going to have kids together. We're going to get married. That's it.
Yeah. I just feel like he might be thinking, what did you do? Right. And she might be thinking, like, how could you have let this happen?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
So Sir Kristen, now unable to live with himself, decides to pick a fight with Sir Eric with an A.
Yes.
Alicent Eric with an A.
Eric. Mm-hmm.
Arik. So he has a dirty cloak on, and Sir Kristen's like, why the fuck are you defiling the Night's Watch? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And he blames Sir Eric, and he's like, where were you during the death? And he says, I was with Aegon, who was banging a bunch of women in his room, maybe with no consent. We're unclear with that. And Sir Eric says, "Where were you, Lord Commander?"
That was
Ooh.
dangerous.
And then he says, "Why does Helena have no one assigned to her?" And Sir Kristen says, "Your brother is a traitor to us." And all of a sudden, your brother's a traitor and defects and heads over there. And now this murder happens.
Wow.
And Sir Eric reminds him, like, I renounced my brother. And then he's
Yeah.
like, you know what? Now I have an idea. Maybe you should go over there and try to play, like, what is that
Ugh.
movie with Lindsay Lohan as twins? Parent Trap.
The Parent
Maybe you should
Trap.
go over and Parent Trap this situation and take the place of your twin. There are so many questions here.
Yes.
Is there no security? Like, did they
Right?
do
This was
the
odd.
Knights? What are they called? The Night's Watch, right?
Kingsguard.
Watch?
Kingsguard. Yeah.
Do they wear the same uniforms for every castle they're serving in?
I don't, I thought about that too. I wasn't sure. Maybe. I didn't notice that. I didn't notice it.
So he's going to use his twinness and he's going to parent trap this situation. Okay.
Right.
Now we get this scene with Bela and Jace, and she's target shooting.
Mm-hmm.
And they talk about Daemon. And Bela says, "Sometimes I think I hate him." And Jace says, "Yeah, dads can be a real drag." They're having like a teenage conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And Bela's like, "What do you remember of my uncle, Lenore? Laenor?
Uh-huh.
Laenor." And Jace says, "Oh, I have some fond memories of him, whatever." And then she goes, "What about Harwin Strong?" And Jace is like, "I think he loved us."
Yeah.
And she looks at him and she goes, "Of course he did." So do they know that Harwin Strong is their father? They've got to know, right? Everybody knows.
Yes.
But has it ever been acknowledged that they know or not really?
No, not really. No. Mm-mm.
All right. So he says, "I think he loved us." Okay. Now we get to, there's a succession here of like 4 short scenes. We have Aemond. Aemond is at a pleasure den. Aemond is very similar, in my opinion, to my man Daemon.
Yes, in the face, especially.
Yes, and just
and personality,
visually, emotionally, like he's impetuous, he's spontaneous, he's unable to form real connections with women. He's got that mother wound going.
Yeah.
He's curled up on a woman, and I didn't get her name. Do you know her name?
I did not get her name.
I didn't get her name. Again, no facts here.
This was a jarring scene for me when it first popped up on the screen. I was like, whoa.
I know. He's very thin.
He's very thin and pale.
He's very thin and pale.
And the position he's in, too, was it was like a fetal position.
Yeah,
right?
He's in a fetal position. And he looked almost otherworldly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was jarring because the woman that he's with, like, she's just they lit her and dressed her in very warm colors. And he is obviously very cold in appearance and color and lighting. And just that juxtaposition of cold and warmth. Like, it was interesting. He says he was with her when this happened, and he's all boned up that Daemon is afraid of him and wants him murdered in his sleep. He sees this as a badge of honor. He says, "I regret that business with Luke." And he says he lost his temper. And the woman is kind of like, "Well, I'm glad, because let me tell you something. When princes lose their temper, it's only others who suffer, and usually small folk like me." And then
that's right.
Right on the nose, cue the small folk. We have Hugh, who is the blacksmith that we met last episode. And he has a sick daughter and his wife, and they're talking about inflation. I wanted to I can't talk about inflation. Please stop.
Please.
And they're running low because of the blockade. And Hugh says, "The king assured me this would end soon." Now you're telling me these people are going to become sort of important, right?
Yeah. Him in particular. Yes.
Okay.
I won't go into details here with.
Okay. Now we see
because
Alan.
I don't know Sorry, because I don't know where they're going with him, honestly, because
Right,
they
like
haven't made
you could tell us what happens in the books and it could be completely different.
completely different.
Yeah.
Right. Mhm.
Now we see Alan of Hull, and his brother Adam comes home, and I'm just gonna say he looks exactly like
Mhm.
Milli Vanilli. Rob, not Rob. Rob is R.I.P. Okay, but Vanilli, I think the other one, Fab.
Huh.
He looks just like him. When Fab was young,
Mhm,
he looks
mhm.
just like him. Very handsome guy. And he comes home. They're reunited, and they talk about Sir Corlys recognizing Alan for his deeds in helping him.
Yeah.
And Adam says to serve with the sea snake is an honor. And Alan's like, nah, not really into it, dude. Stop trying to talk me into this. Later, we see Adam on the beach and he's gathering some clams and crab. And he sees, I thought he saw Bela's dragon patrolling, but
Yeah.
somebody was saying, like, one of the, because I do a ton of research before I do this, is one of the summaries I saw is that's a rogue dragon that doesn't belong to anyone. It's a wild dragon out there. Is that true?
I
I thought
you
it was
know,
Bela.
I didn't clock this. I thought it was Daemon for some reason, heading to Harrenhal.
The dragon was
Um,
gray,
mm,
so it
yeah,
wasn't Craxus.
I didn't catch this. I didn't catch this very well. This scene, I have a hard time sometimes watching the show when it skips so much to these
Yeah,
small snippets,
yeah.
especially with Alan. Like I'm just like, where are we going with these characters here? What's happening?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
they're
And
more
you're like, what are
ancillary.
Millie Vanilli doing here? So now we go to Corlys. Corlys and Rhaenys are in bed.
Yes,
These two are like the heart of the show.
they're in love. Oh yeah,
Mhm.
they're still in love.
They're in bed, and he says, your child is young still, so you
Yes.
won't get this yet. But Corlys is laying there, and he goes, I mistrust this silence. And every parent of teenagers knows exactly what we're talking about. When things
Mhm.
are calm and it's quiet, you're like, okay, what's going to explode next? I gotta be ready. And he goes, we need Daemon. And Rhaenys is like, he's an idiot. We don't need him. And Rhaenys reminds Corlys that she too has felt the crown pass over her, and it's
Mhm.
hard to accept. And she makes some comment, and Corlys is like, do you think that Daemon might challenge Rhaenyra's claim? And she says, well, let's see if he can take Harrenhal, and then we'll forgive him. And then she says, uh, myself and Meleys, is that the dragon? I
Um,
think it was Rhaenyra's dragon. Is Rhaenyra's dragon Meleys? Let me look it up.
oh gosh, I can't remember all the names of the dragons. No, I thought it was Syraxis. It's Caraxis, Cyrax. Oh my god.
Rhaenyra's dragon.
So, I looked this up the other day.
Oh, you're right. It's Syrax.
And the Targaryens have the blacks have I think it's something like they have way more dragons. I can't say the exact number, but they have way more dragons than the greens. And that's a big point of contention here. I think the greens only have 4 dragons
Okay.
versus the blacks have maybe double or maybe more than they
Oh,
do.
okay.
So this is a
And
big
does the sea snake has a dragon? Because Bela's a dragon rider, right?
yes. Yes. She
Um,
has her own dragon and she has a lot one of the bigger ones, I believe.
Meleys is Rhaenys' dragon. So she's saying, me and my dragon are here.
Okay.
We got the queen's back. We're
Okay,
good.
got it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So now we're going over to Dragonstone again, and my Myseria's brought in. I like Myseria. She's
Mhm.
my girl. I like her.
Yeah.
And she's brought to see Rhaenyra, and it takes a little bit for Rhaenyra to recognize her. And she's like,
Yeah.
you were the one that my uncle was supposed to marry and fake that he got pregnant.
Mhm.
And she
Mhm.
says, look, all I did was give Daemon 2 names, and he made me in exchange for my freedom. Like, I have no part in this. And she tells them how she built herself up from nothing, and then the High Towers burned her family and her house to the ground.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Rhaenyra decides to honor Daemon's word and let her go. And I'm like, women supporting women. This is good. And at first I'm like, if this is a trick, Like if she lets Mysaria go and Mysaria walks down that path and is murdered at the end, I'm going to lose
Oh
all
yeah.
respect for Rhaenyra. But she
Yeah.
didn't. She didn't. So
This
as
was a
she's,
great scene.
it's
This
a
was a
great
great
scene.
scene.
As she's,
She
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
No.
I just loved the way that she was looking at her. The way she was just going
Mhm.
around her. The camera angles here were excellent. Like making her nervous, making
Yeah.
Mysaria nervous, and she's just staring at her really intently. I mean, great scene.
So remind me and our listeners,
Mhm.
why did Otto burn down her house?
Oh God.
Just to cover up his trail from her. I
Yes,
can't.
I
Okay.
believe so. I
Probably,
believe
right?
so.
That feels like him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it is so. Okay. So we see her walking down the path. This was
Mhm.
so interesting. And she sees Sir Eric with the Arik.
Arik.
And she turns around, but we don't know if she warns anyone. Are we to assume she warned Sir Eric with an
I
E?
think so.
Because
Yeah.
he seems to like know this is coming. Rhaenyra
Right.
doesn't though.
No, no. This scene was a little confusing for me when I watched it because it looked as if she stopped the guard. She was like, "Wait a minute, gotta go
Mm-hmm.
back. There's
Mm-hmm.
something fishy going on here." So, but he advanced all the way to her chamber. So, I mean, I don't know. That was interesting.
So at King's Landing,
Hmm.
Aegon has hanged, all of the rat catchers. They're just
Yes.
hanged in the streets.
Yeah.
Very Handmaid's Tale,
Oh yeah.
very much like the wall. They're all
Hmm.
hanging there, and women are sobbing. Like we see a mother just crying, and Otto loses his goddamn mind. And he says,
As you should. As
yeah,
you
we do
should.
see Cheese up there, and his little dog is like,
Yeah.
crying for him. Now, in Aegon's chambers, it's Aegon, Otto, and Sir Kristen. And
Hmm.
Otto is freaking out. He's calling him a fool and an idiot. You've murdered innocent men and you've hanged them in the streets. They are fathers and brothers and sons, and their wives and mothers gather at our gates to weep and curse your name. Like he's pissed. And I kind of thought to myself, and I'm ashamed of it. This is appropriate.
Shame.
Is Otto a
Shame.
decent person? Does he have a point
Shame.
here?
God, I have conflict with this. He
Yeah.
seems like the type who probably would have been a good ruler, to be honest. And unfortunately, he's just always been at the side of the ruler
Yeah.
for three kings. So, I mean, he knows what he's doing. He's been in this world for so long. This is an older person as well. He's just been around for a while doing this. And he's more mature. And of course, these are children. We're dealing with like people in their early 20s or late teens.
Yes, because we have Aegon and we have Kingsguard fuckboy.
Yes. Well,
Mhm.
he's older actually. He's like in his late 40s,
Right.
I believe.
Oh,
but
really?
he's-
Sir Kristen's that
Yeah.
old? I thought he was like in his 20s.
No,
Okay.
he looks young, but he's
Yeah.
older actually.
Okay.
But he's not very
Right?
no, not very bright. No. But he is calculating.
He is. He just I hate to say he's not bright, but like he just doesn't seem like he's not politically astute. Let's put it that way. Like he's very easily like he is led by his dick. He's
Yes.
just whatever. You want to
Mhm.
bang me, I'll bang you. It's going to happen.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So he's flipping out on them and he says, "We bought their approval with your child's blood." Like, in other words, we have sacrificed so much to curry the favor of the people and
Right.
you've just thrown it away, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Everything he says is not wrong here, but he's coming on pretty strong. And at some point, I was even
Yeah.
like, you might not want to turn your back and say this, dude.
Right.
So Aegon
Right.
says, "Oh, guess what else, Grandpa? I sent Sir Kristen over here to hire Eric to kill that bitch queen." That's their words. And Aegon says, "My father is dead. You are living in a time that doesn't happen." And Otto goes, "And we are the poorer for it."
Yeah.
Otto says, "He was right about you." And Aegon says, "He made me king." And Otto says, "Ha, ha, 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 ha. Is that what you think?"
Yeah. That was great.
That was a baller move. Now Aegon
Amazing.
says, "Guess what? You're fired, great grandpa. you're fired. And he takes the badge and he names Sir Kristen Hand. And I can't wait to see how this is
Oh
going to
my
go.
God. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Kristen, here's another Office reference that I saw on the
Mhm.
internet. I don't know if you saw it. There's that scene in The Office where Michael Scott is shaking hands, like he's really young with long hair, and
Yes.
he's being promoted or something. Like he's and he looks
Yes.
dumbfounded as to why. This is the same vibe right here.
Yep. And the meme of Ben Affleck like exhausted and having his smoke. And it's like Sir Otto after he's dealt with Aegon and Sir Kristen. Perfect.
Exhausted.
So at Dragonstone, the battle of the Erics begin. And as a mother of twins, I was really upset to see this go
Oh my
down
God. Oh
because
no.
these twins clearly have not individuated from one another in a healthy way because they
No.
are enmeshed.
Oh yeah.
And they start dueling. And I almost wanted to see one survive and then she would never know which one it was.
It was a suicide mission, and he knew it. He
Yeah.
had to have known. He knew
Yeah.
it was a suicide mission because the chances of him getting away with killing her, even if he killed her, if he managed to get
Yeah.
her, there's other guards there.
Yeah,
He
he's
would
dead.
have been he'd be dead either way. But the way this went down, I didn't even think of it at that moment. I was like, wait a minute. Even if one of them survives, they're gonna have to die.
Right. And I was, as they were fighting, I kept saying to Timmy, which one's the good one? Which one's the good one? Like I tried like a shell game to keep my eyes on the good one, but the
Mhm.
way it was shot, you didn't know.
You don't know.
It was
No.
so wild and so well done.
Yeah.
Now that happens in the books, I'm assuming?
They do. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
I did read that it's a little bit different the way it goes down in the books. Like he doesn't fall on his sword at the end, that they duel to the death in the book. Is that
Right.
for your
Yeah.
memory? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that happened. So Rhaenyra's like a little shaken. So now back at the Red Keep, Otto is pissed. He is bitching. I got laid off today. I'm pissed off, whatever. And Allison says, Sir Kristen is loyal. And Otto's like, this is a fucking mess, dude. This is a mess.
Yeah.
And they don't care about, he says they don't care about the long view of the realm. Like they're children.
Right.
And Allison says it's the death of his child that has unstrung him. And in that moment when she says that, like it gives Otto pause. Because I think he very quickly is brushing him off as this impetuous kid. I mean, it is his great grandchild.
Right.
I think it takes a long time for our parents to see us as adults, let alone our grandparents. I don't think they ever see us as adults.
Right.
And like my gran was giving me $5 for gas money until the day she died, which was, $5 in 2018. That wasn't going to buy you much. Or when did she die? 2016. 2015. Oh my God. But like she would still, like I would take her to the store and she'd be like, oh, Amy, here's $5 for gas. I'd be like,
Yeah.
okay, thanks, Graham. Okay. So he says, I can't afford to stay here. Like I've been humiliated. So I'm going to go to Old
Right.
Town. I'm going to hang out with Allison's other son.
Right.
Darren?
Daemon.
Who is
Yes.
he? I got to look.
Her. It's her youngest son.
But who's he with? Like
I
who's
believe
his father?
I believe he is with Hobart Hightower, which is her
First marriage?
No.
No.
He is with No, he's legitimate. Darren, he's over there. He's way over there. He's actually living a pretty good life.
Oh, I see. It's with Oh wait, no. Okay.
I think he's a squire, and he's over there just chilling. Okay.
Oh, he is the son of her and
Yeah.
Viserys.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
But
he's the youngest.
So he's younger than. Okay.
He's
younger
young.
than Aemond. Okay.
Right.
All
Right. He's very young.
I never even knew this guy existed, and they don't even have a picture of him on
It's the
family
first
tree.
time. Yeah, I don't think he's very consequential from what I recall.
Clearly.
But he is mentioned. This is the first time they mention him in the series.
Okay.
On the show. Yeah.
Okay.
Just very casually, like, oh yeah, your other son.
I get I was confused. I was like, when did she pop this kid out? But I thought she only had Aegon, Helena, and Aemond. I didn't know. Okay. So
Right.
he's gonna hang out with, and she's like, no, 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 no. I need you to go to High Garden. I need you to hang out with the Tyrells. Get them back.
Mhm.
Get them in line.
Mhm.
And they have a moment where she says, I have sinned. And he goes, like any good father, I don't want the details. I don't
Don't
want
wanna
to know
know.
about it. This is
Don't
something I
wanna
say to
know.
my kids all the time, like, because they're at this age, they're 17, almost 18,
Yeah.
where stuff is going on. They're
Oh,
doing
yeah.
stuff.
Mhm.
And one always wants to narc out the other one. And I could see it like in her, like she wants to, and I'll be like, is her life in danger? Is this need to know? Because if I don't need to
Right.
know, don't tell me.
Don't need to.
Yeah.
Don't tell me.
And so now Alicent, we have this scene where she comes upon Aegon sobbing
Yeah.
and she doesn't comfort him.
No.
She
Mm-mm.
visually, she turns her back on him and walks out. And instead she goes to her room and she has slap sex with Sir Criston. You know the sex I'm talking about. You
Yeah.
slap each other around a little bit and then it happens. So I was stunned that she did not comfort him in that moment.
Yeah.
She's so thoughtful and so quick to comfort Helena,
Yeah.
but him she has no use for.
Yeah. There is it's interesting. Alicent is a character that I think I mentioned it before. There is a lack of affection, a deep lack of affection in this family,
Yeah.
and considering of actual human emotions. And I think that she was also raised this way. I mean, look how Otto treated her. It was pretty much, you're going to marry the king. You're going to
Yeah.
become queen. You're going to pop out babies for the king and take over. This has been just her MO the whole time. She does seem to have more feelings for her daughter and for Rhaenyra even. I mean, there
Yeah.
is deeper feelings there for the ladies. Um Maybe there is just this I don't know what to call it. Maybe she feels powerless in some way with men, and this is a way of kind of like, I don't know how to put it. It's
No, I understand. Like, I think maybe comforting women is a safe place for her
yeah.
because
Yeah.
she's always been controlled by men. Like, she has such a controlling father. And don't forget,
Right.
her mother died when she was young. I
Yeah.
don't I don't know. This is interesting because my grandmother on my dad's side, not my gram that I always talk about, but my other
Mhm.
grandmother, her mother died when she was like 8.
Mhm.
And she always, and of course, I mean, nobody got therapy, right? Nobody in that side of my family got therapy and they all needed it. Um, but she always had a very different, and she had 2 sons and she had 1 brother. So she had no
Yeah.
women in her life. And she always had a very hard time building connections with women because she had only men around her. And I wonder with Alicent, like if the
Mhm.
men that she had around her were so problematic that she only felt safe with the women around her because she had Rhaenyra,
Yeah.
she had a daughter, you know what
Mhm.
I mean? So that, and I don't know what her relationship was like with Rhaenyra's mother because we don't see a lot of that. But like, I'm
We don't.
assuming Rhaenyra's mother was like a mother to her if they were that close.
That family was definitely, there was more affection there for
Mm-hmm.
sure. She was
Mm-hmm.
very close to Rhaenyra's, parents and family for sure.
Yeah.
And in the books, from what I recall, again, it's been a few years since I read it, but Alicent definitely was a more calculating figure. I feel like in the show she has a little more. Um, there's some differences there. Like they do show her as being a little more caring to a certain extent.
Mm-hmm.
She's way more ruthless from what I recall in the books. So
Mm.
maybe we're seeing some of that here. I'm not sure, or it's just the way she was raised. As we're saying, her family's pretty cold. Even Aemond, you see, he seeks comfort not in his mother, but in this mother figure
Yeah.
in a brothel.
Yeah.
So it's really sad. That was a very sad moment in that episode when she comes to him and she clearly sees him suffering and does nothing. That was.
Yeah. And it makes me wonder. So in that moment, did she feel like, I don't know how to comfort him? Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because the dynamic of
Yeah.
comforting a man is foreign to her?
Yeah.
Or was it like, I know men and they usually don't like to be seen crying or as weak, so I can't
Mhm.
go to him in this? Or was it like, fuck you, dude, I'm out of here? Like, I don't know. Because then she takes out her rage and anger on Sir Kristen.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the rage and anger with Sir Kristen was because he took her father's job, which is
Uh,
wild.
yeah, yeah. And he just has that dumb look on his face. So she just wants to slap him around.
Does he even say anything? I don't remember if he
I
even
don't think he
said.
does.
He barely says a word.
I don't think it does. But I'm curious if, like, she only knows how to express rage and anger towards men. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah. It was a strange scene and it was very sad. It
She's a
was very sad.
complicated character because even as I'm
She
doing
is.
my rewatch of season 1, like, she just is so, with the whole thing where Rhaenyra's accused of being in the like I said, the whore den or whatever they call it with
Mhm.
Daemon. She wholeheartedly defends Rhaenyra. Whereas that
Mhm.
could have been her moment to get Aegon on the throne. She doesn't take it. She's
Right.
like, no, 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 Rhaenyra, still whole, still a person worth living because she hasn't been defiled, God forbid. So she's like behind the scenes, even really loyal to Rhaenyra. And then they showed the betrayal, right? Of her getting the
Yeah.
tea and she finds out, okay, she lied to me. And then we have the taking of Aemon's eye. Like, so I think that the show is showing us this evolution of Allison's character into this more
Mhm.
calculating version, but they're giving us a journey instead of just saying, like Daemon, like, oh, she's just bloodlusty and calculating. They're
Yeah.
instead showing she used to be this way and now we're showing her this way.
Right.
I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah.
So where's my little man Daemon going to pop up next? Where do you think he's going?
I am assuming Harrenhal. I think that's
What's
where
with
he's headed.
Harrenhal? Why does everyone have a thing for Harrenhal?
I believe that is from what I recall, Harrenhal is the castle, like the main. It's part of the. It comes through the routes for the kingdom. It's like a main castle. I don't know. I can't remember.
I love your technical description.
I'm over
It's
here
like
trying
it's
to.
on the route to the castle. Let's look it up. What is it, Harrenhal?
Harrenhal. I believe it's where Aegon, the first Aegon.
Okay, I got it. Hold on. All right. Harrenhal is a huge castle, the largest one in all of Westeros. Though it
Mhm.
is though it is also the most ill-omened, okay? It is located on the northern shore of the God's Eye Lake at the heart of the Riverlands. So you're right, because everybody has to go
Correct.
through the Riverlands. We
The
know this.
Riverlands.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so people want it, and we just really don't know why. King Harrenhal's grandfather led the Ironborn to conquer the Riverlands. Okay. So I'm thinking this is going to come into play because they're really,
Oh
and
yeah.
even Rhaenys is like, he needs to shore that up. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, war is coming.
War is coming. Winter's coming.
Mm-hmm.
All right, my friend. We've said it all. Now we will be back in a more timely fashion next week. Next week
Mm-hmm.
we will be caught up. We'll be doing episode 3 shortly after it airs. You have no idea the amount of information that I take in after one episode because I watch it, then I watch it again to take notes, then I listen to like 10 podcasts on it, then I read 10 articles just to make sure. And it's not like I'm trying to steal their ideas or anything, but I need to like that's how I comprehend material. I do that
It's
with
a lot.
everything. If I
And I
watch,
read the book, so it's a lot. But I read the book years ago, so I feel like I have to go back and reread the book.
yeah, no, I
At least
agree. Like if I watch Handmaid's Tale, I do the same thing. I listen to like 10 podcasts on it just
yeah.
to synthesize the material, like to make sure
Yeah.
I'm understanding who's who and what's going on. And
Yeah.
it's interesting. I'm so glad to be covering this. I love this goddamn show, and I
It's
forgot how
great.
good it feels to be in this world,
And can
which
we
may
just
be a
talk a
different
little
planet.
bit about the casting and how wonderful it is? Because it
Yeah,
is amazing. I mean,
yeah,
the way that these characters are amazing. Like it feels real. I'm like watching it. I'm like, this is real. This
yes,
is really how
yes.
these are
Emma
real
Darcy
characters.
is brilliant. Matt Smith is brilliant. Like they're all just really
Yeah.
I can't think of one that is not a good actor.
No,
No.
they're all great.
Yeah,
they're fantastic.
They're all pretty good.
They're saying that the guy who plays Kristen Cole had to like silence his comments on Instagram because he's getting so much hate for his character.
Really?
Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about casting Vanilli might be a misstep. We'll see how that goes. He looks just like him. All right. Guys, if you want to support the show, please consider jumping over on Patreon, Supercast, or Apple subscriptions, where Amanda and I are covering Sister Wives, and Shubnam and I are going to be doing The Perfect Wife. Have you watched this yet on Hulu?
I have not. I have so much to catch up on.
It's a murder show. You better get on it. Murder show.
Yeah, and I just started figuring out the Karen Reed thing. So,
I'm talking to Jodie Weber like literally in an hour. So
I can't wait. Okay.
She's just going to give me an overview of the case, but hold on. Live on air, there was breaking news. I saw a post from her.
Was?
Yeah, hold on. The defense has requested the jury verdict slips be amended on the lesser charge. Okay, something's going on. The jury arrived at the courthouse. Okay, so we're on verdict watch. We're still on verdict watch. What if I'm recording with Jodie Weber and the verdict comes in?
Yes, that'd be great. Oh my God, amazing.
I'll be like, I don't know how that would work in podcast world. I can't break in on any coverage of anything, but I'll just start screaming. All right, my friend. Thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you soon.
Thank you. Bye.